Most people never even start streaming for one specific reason. They think that they need money. Well, I'm just going to tell you guys that you don't. You have everything you need to start streaming. And I'm going to prove it to you in this video. Now, if you're like me, when I first got into this, I was sitting here looking at all of these big time streamers, all the big YouTubers, looking at all the gear they had, the microphones, the mice, the keyboards, the headsets, the IEMs, all of that stuff. And to be completely honest with you, that stuff has nothing to do with starting streaming. And honestly, what you're probably doing is just creating some kind of a roadblock for yourself that doesn't really need to be there. It doesn't make sense. And you could start streaming today with what you have. If you are playing on a PS5 or an Xbox, or you have a PC with a headset, you can go live. All you need to do is have your system. Let's just, for example, pretend that you're a PC gamer and you want to get into streaming, right? Now, if you're a PC gamer, you most likely have some form of a headset with a microphone or speakers, whatever it is, a mouse, a keyboard. You are sitting there playing games. So you have all of these things already. All you need to do is download OBS Studio, which I have tons of videos on the channel if you want to check out how to set it up and things like that. But in this series, we will get into that again later on. But right now I'm talking about starting streaming, right? All that really matters for starting streaming is your internet. You need to make sure you have decent internet. I would say, honestly, like a 15 megabyte upload speed is more than enough to start streaming. So take this video and listen to what I'm saying and understand that when you're talking about the gear, when you're talking about my setup, I need to set up my office or my game room or whatever. Honestly, that stuff really makes such a small difference that, like, and you'll realize this later on after you've been doing it for a while. Really, all that matters is hitting the go live button and going live. So if you have a PC and you've been thinking about getting into streaming, stop procrastinating, stop setting yourself up for failure. Just go download OBS. I have tons of videos, again, like I said, on the channel where you can watch them and set up your stream with that. Now, also, if you're someone who maybe already is a streamer and you're trying and you're watching this series, trying to get some tips and advice, and you want to make your stream look really nice and kind of take it to the next level, you guys got to check out the sponsor for today's video, Owned.tv. Owned.tv is your one-stop shop for fresh new graphics for your stream. Whether you're on Twitch, YouTube, or Kick, you'll find something that's a perfect fit for your channel. They offer full themed overlay packages, which are great if you're trying to give your stream a complete makeover, but let's say you're looking to pick up some new alert graphics, don't worry, because they've got you covered there too. You could find single graphics such as alerts, emotes, banners, panels, and logos as well. And one of the best parts about these overlays is that they are completely modular. So if you and your friends all pick up the same overlay, such as this Rodan one right here, you could change the colors and tweak it to match your brand, and none of you will have the exact same overlay. If you're looking to take your stream to the next level, be sure to check out Own.tv using my link below to support the channel. And don't forget, use code HAMMER at checkout for an additional 50% off your order. Now, back to the video. Okay, now we're back. So, diving into this, right? I'm going to put myself in your shoes. I'm talking to you specifically. You are someone who sits there and watches streams. Maybe you watch YouTubers, you want to start streaming, and you just don't want to start because you're maybe embarrassed of the setup that you have. You're embarrassed of your background, what's behind you in your camera. You're embarrassed of your microphone or whatever. None of that stuff matters. In fact, a lot of the biggest streamers actually use pretty cheap microphones and audio equipment. It's crazy, but that's how it is. Your content is going to be you at the end of your day. You know, people aren't watching for the quality of your content when you're just starting out. You know, if that turns into something that people like about you, maybe you're someone who streams and talks about the quality of audio and video and these things, yes, then it's really important to have that high-end equipment and kind of show it off. You know, because that's why people watch you and follow you. But when you're first starting out, especially if you're trying to get into streaming video games, dude, just download OBS, set it up, and hit go live. The biggest roadblock that stops people from streaming is procrastination. And one of the biggest procrastinating roadblocks that I've learned over these years when I talk to people that talk about wanting to stream is they always talk to me about the money. Oh, I don't have the money to get the correct setup. I don't have the money to get a nice microphone or this or that. You're doing it backwards. Let me explain what I mean by that. really, you don't need to invest into streaming. You can start streaming for free as long as you have an internet connection that can handle it, which it's really not that demanding at this point in time. So pretty much any broadband internet connection is going to allow you to start streaming at this point. So what happens is when I talk to all these people, I realize that they're creating these mental roadblocks. Oh, once I get this, then I'll go live. Once I can change this about me or my setup, I'll go live. Completely ignore that and just go live. It's very simple. OBS is free software. It's what everyone uses to go live. There's multiple different softwares out there. If you don't like OBS, maybe you want to use Meld. Maybe you want to use Streamlabs desktop. Any of those programs are fine. But I personally use OBS. I like how customizable it is, and it's a pretty fancy piece of software that once you get to learn the ins and outs of it, you can do really nice stuff on your stream. So you download OBS and you just go live. If you're going to be sitting there playing games anyway, you might as well be live. And again, if you guys need help setting that up, I will be putting out, OBS setup videos in this series that I'm doing, but I have plenty of those videos on my channel already that you can go just search OBS setup, OBS best settings, whatever. I have tons of videos. That's pretty much what I've been doing for the past few years, is learning OBS inside and out so that I could help people set up their streams. But I can't stress to you guys enough how important it actually is to just stop procrastinating, get over those roadblocks that you're creating for yourself, and go live. Your equipment does not matter. And there's one thing that I do want to mention here, though, that it really all does depend on what you're doing. If you're gaming, what I'm saying applies to you. But again, like I said before, if you're trying to be a music professional streamer, maybe your audio matters a little bit more. You know what I'm trying to say? Maybe if you're streaming video editing or After Effects or crazy, video stuff, yes, maybe your video quality matters a lot more. But for the majority of you, most of my audience, I know a lot of you are gamers and want to stream playing games. It doesn't matter. Just go live. Now, the next video in this series is going to be talking about your first stream and exactly what you should do, right? Going live, how you should be talking, how long you should be streaming, how do you start your stream, how do you end your stream, what should you be doing in your stream? What kind of games are you going to be playing? Things like that. That's going to be in the next video. So if that interests you, click it right here. I'm going to put it in the video right here, so you can just click right to the next video. Like the video if this helped you out at all, and subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you don't miss the next time I post a video. Also, guys, I stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/hammerdance, Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. But anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching and listening in. I'll see you all in the next one.